Hi guys, I want to have a little bit of a play around with some used tea bags, some silk cocoon strippings, and this is the gummy version. You can get it without the gum. I'm using the gum because we're going to use it as its own natural glue. What I want to do is make some silk paper using tea bags being partly incorporated. Now the silk cocoon strippings I have purchased from the company Art Van Gogh. I'm going to put these to one side, and let's say you're going to need some baking parchment, 2 sheets, a old hot iron. When I say an old iron, unfortunately, if you catch your iron on the silk strippings or even onto the tea bags, it's actually going to mark your iron. I've got some water. Ideally, you could do with a spray bottle. Have I got a spray bottle to hand? No, all my spray bottles got other products inside. So this morning I'm just going to see if I can work with a bowl of water and a little spoon to administer the water. Now with the silk strippings, you want to really pull them apart as fibrously as you possibly can. You don't want to put a big bulk of silk strippings down and assume that that is going to work, because we are using the concept of water to literally bind it together and the heat to press down. So what you want to do is start pulling your fibres as carefully as you can apart, because anywhere where there's a gap we're going to be reapplying more silk, but you just do not want a big bulk. A lot of silk should go a reasonable distance, but this is my first experimentation. I haven't got a clue how this is going to work out, so we're just going to go with the flow. I'm also going to place these tea bags that I've stripped. They've been used, I've emptied the contents, and I've literally ripped the tea bags in parts, so there are just literally one little sheet of the tea bag. I'm actually going to carefully place those over the holes, I think, to be honest with you here. Now, I'm not sure if I should have applied water beforehand, or if we can just go like so. We're going to put more cocoon strippings on top. I'm now going to apply some water. A spray bottle definitely would be the answer here, but hey, we're just going with the flow. I'm just going with what I've got. And I haven't really got much else. Now I'm going to take my other piece of parchment and place over the top. Make a little bit of a sandwich, and let's see where we go from here. Now I'm taking this a little bit from a lady called Isabel Hall. She also has a tutorial on YouTube regarding how she makes her silk paper out of cocoon strippings. Now I probably put way too much water over the top, and if you don't already know, tea bags, as much as they look as if they'll be biodegradable, they must have a proportion of plastic inside, because one thing they suffer with, if you put them in the compost bin, you'll still be looking at those tea bags in years to come, because they just do not break down. So that, to a degree, is also going to help us here with the heat and the water. So let's pull that apart now. I've obviously saturated this very, very much. Be interesting to see what this looks like when this is generally dry. You can see the big globules of water. I'm going to pull out some more strippings here and see if I can put more fibrous bits over the top. Absolutely lovely to work with. Got beautiful texture. I think the first bit that I had was pretty much like a much rawer sense, raw silk, whereas this is much more finer, and I'm just going to place that over the top. I don't need to do a big bit here, do we? It's just purely to see the end result. I don't think I need to apply any more water. I'm just going to mop up the droplets here and place that down. Maybe a few more bits of tea bag. What I'm trying to see if I can make like a fabric paper, and if it's more, if we can stitch into it, if we can turn it into more than just, I mean, I can then use it in a material state. I wonder if we can sew into it, paint it, decorate it, you name it. That's the general gist. Bit more water over here, and let's strip that out. Right, I think the sandwich is coming together. Back on here with our parchment paper, hot iron, and yet again press, press, press. And what I'm going to do is take this out for us all to have a little look at and see what we've got. And I don't know how many layers. I'm sure it depends on what you want to achieve. Obviously we don't want any holes, that bit we don't want, unless of course you wish to stitch into that and put something else. I mean, it's all open to interpretation really, whichever way you want to do it. I'm just having to use round tea bags here. If you've got any rectangular, you don't have to follow my lead here. It's just really to share with you my findings. Now let's pull this off and let's just see what we've got developing. I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. I think that is quite a workable piece of fabric stroke paper. There you go, guys. That is my first experimentation with cocoon silk and tea bags, and I'll catch up with you soon. Bye bye.